everyone, welcome back. So I think it's been 2 days that I have posted a video. It's because on Monday it was poll something and on Tuesday it was election result. So the market will be too much volatile and the VIX was almost too much high. So I was not trading. I didn't took any trade on Monday and Tuesday. Monday it was a gap up and it was just rallying up to 51,000. And then Tuesday it was I don't know why it was just momentum and the BJP goes down, the market goes down. BJP goes up, the market goes up. It was like that. Let it be. So I didn't took any trades as I mentioned. I don't used to trade in all these times. I didn't get any opportunity for a video analyzing also because it was not worth. Okay. So today I took a trade in which I posted in the Telegram channel and in the front page also. It was a good trade setup for the call. Okay, so it was like that. I will explain how I took the trade. So I went to 1 hour and see where the price was reacting, and I saw in this range the price was reacting. So I need to analyze where the sell side was because without liquidity the market won't move. So I was just analyzing where the liquidity should have. So in the 1 hour I draw a line as my sell side. This low also I marked as my sell side. Okay, so what happened? This sell side was closed below, the price closed below the 1 hour candle. So I removed this line, and this line it swept. This was the sell side because this was the swing low also, I guess. Yes, this was the fifth swing low in which the price reacts, and it came here and swept this low 46,579. It swept and went to almost 46,000 it went. Okay, let it be. So I analyzed the video yesterday night and I came to know that this side was swept and it went back. The reason why I tell the swept and went back is that this candle closed below the line and the very next candle itself it shooted upwards. Okay, and it was taking a consolidation in this range in which I shifted to 5 minutes because I need to identify whether there was a market structure shift or something was happening. Okay, so this was all on Tuesday. Today the market opened here. Okay, so I here came to know that it swept here. This low, it went up and came down to sweep this low. Okay, so this low was secured. It taken out all the stop losses here and it went upside. So that itself gives a confirmation. All this market structure shift gives a confirmation for us to go upside. Okay, but Tuesday was an election day, so we waited. And today what happens on 5th Wednesday, the market gap up or gap down. Okay, little bit of gap up I guess. Then it came down to the sell side. Remember this 1 hour sell side area? It came to the sell side area in which we need a double confirmation. It's not a double confirmation, actually that's how we trade. We need a fair value gap or imbalance, fair value gap, inversion FEG, something we need to trade. Okay, the only thing we were having is an equal low. The liquidity is here to get. Okay, so after this candle there was a candle going up and it came and took this liquidity in which our confirmation was here we have a 5-minute inversion FEG. We need to analyze all this in 15 minutes and 5 minutes. I'm not going to 15 minutes because in 15 minutes I know there is nothing because I already analyzed yesterday. So I'm only explaining the valid points because so that the video will be shorter time frame. Okay, so in 5 minutes it was an inversion FEG. This was the low which made on Tuesday 3 o'clock. Then it went up, today the gap up. This was an equal low, so that's where the sell side is, even though this was a supporter because we know this sell side was swept and the bottom was secured. It went up, so we can draw a fib from here to here because from here also we got a character change. So we have a Fibonacci value in which we don't need this 0.3 in this range, 0.5, and this is known as golden zone. 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 786 is known as golden zone. This is a 5 minutes trade, so we will be just looking only 5 minutes. Okay, so this is a golden zone. Okay, we know we have a valid Fibonacci in which an inversion fair value gap is there. So the market came here, and forms a green candle above the inversion in which it tapped the 0.786. You can see it tapped the 0.786 and an inversion, and the very next candle what happened, it formed a green candle. That itself is a signal for us to buy. But what we waited is that here we have an imbalance, a 5-minute bearish FEG. I personally waited for the 5 minute in FVG to become an inversion FVG for me to take the trade. Okay, so what happened is that after this green candle, the another candle itself moved almost 300 points. The premium will be almost like 150 points. I don't panic or I don't took any trades over there. What happened is that the 5 minutes, the fair value gap become an inversion fair value gap, in which the candle should respect it and close in a green for us to take a trade. If it was closing in a green, I already shared the picture. If the path is like this, if it is getting, and if it is an green candle, we could have taken a trade like this. Okay, if I'm drawing a path like this, that doesn't mean you need to take a trade over here. Always take the trade after a green candle, whether it's a 300 point, 200 point, never mind. Always take a trade after a green candle, gives us a confirmation. Okay, so what happened is that it didn't react over here. Okay, it didn't react over here. I was waiting, I was expecting this candle to be green, but it didn't react. It came down and took this SL. This stop loss it has taken. Those who have taken SLs over here, I mean long entries over here, it taken now this SL, and the very next candle closed above. So I just analyzed again. It was a 0.7. It was an inversion FEG, and the candle also shows a bullish formation. So I waited for this inversion, for this fair value to become an inversion FEG. Okay, I should have taken a trade over here, but I don't want, because I have a fair value gap over here. If this forms an inversion FEG, then I would have started trading. Okay, that was my plan. So after that, what happened is that this candle, after this was an indecision candle. I have shown a setup also. If it is an indecision candle in a buying range, we can take a trade. Okay, but I didn't took a trade over here, even though it was a confirmation, because it is closed above this sell side also. After this candle, it tapped here and closed above this range, but it didn't close above the inversion, I mean FVG. But still I was okay, because it was a good candle and I was having a confirmation over here. So I took a trade over here. I think 46,900 call. Okay, kept my SL over here, that itself almost 358, and my first target was, I guess, yeah, this was my first target. I marked this level, and this was my second target, and my third target was over here. Okay, so what happened is that I got almost 463 point, in which the premium should have moved almost plus 200, in which I captured those. I don't look at the premiums, I just look at the chart, even though I know that my second target is over here. But today's expiry, so I don't like to trade much more. So I exited over here, and I waited for a P entry, in which we didn't get any P entry. It was a massive move upside. I guess the 46,900 premium moved from 200 to 2,300 or 400, I guess. Okay, let it be. Anyway, we got a good setup over here. We was profitable. We were happy. I just ended the trade before 11:30. Yeah, before 11:30. Yeah, by 11 itself, I ended my trade. Before the manipulation session happens, I exited my trade. Okay, so this was a good setup. From here, you don't want to take a trade over here. If it is an FEG also, let the candle close above the FEG, then you can take a trade. Okay, that was the plan. So it was a good setup. We got a trade over here. We kept our SL over here. We reached our price over here. Even though we were having another confirmation, an FEG, fair value gap in 5 minutes. FEG bullish. See what happened. The price reacts in this, and this shot at almost 250 points, in which we got our target. Within 3 candles, we got our target. That's how the price action always works. Okay, the second target was achieved, so I'm just deleting all these lines, because this line is not valid again. Okay, then what happened is that I switched to 15 minutes to see where the price is reacting. Okay, so this was a sell side, because after this side it is a long down. So this is a sell side. Previous support you can call. I don't used to tell support, but still it's okay. This was a sell side, and we don't have any imbalances over here. I have an imbalance. Okay, I will take out this range also. I will delete this fib. I will tell that later. I will delete this. I will delete this. Let us keep only this thing. Okay, I mean, let us delete this also. We don't need it again. Okay, so I was waiting for this sell side. Once it is like the price should reach over here, and a candle should be going like this and forms a red candle, and I should have ended like this a trade in the P setup. But what happened is that we didn't had any chance. The price tapped here and closed in green, and the candle forms. It was red and it eventually becomes green. The very next candle it also forms green. The another candle becomes, and it becomes an inversion FVG. This becomes an inversion FVG. Okay, so I was waiting, okay, where could be the price be reaching? If it is not reacting from here, where could be the price be reacting? Then I came to analyze. This is the buy side. I already posted in the front page that this is the buy side. Without sweeping this area, never short the market. But you see, the market is too much volatile. From this itself, it's a 560 points drop down. But never mind, we will be getting a good trade over here, and from there to a PE entry to this range. Okay, but I'm not looking at this range also. Here we are having another liquid area. It will be sweeping one day, but I'm not telling tomorrow it will be sweeping that range. But what my setup for tomorrow is that the price is continuously moving. In the 5 minutes, it is continuously moving. I will draw the path. I don't usually draw in between all this because it should be a valid point or something like that. It is not valid. So I just dropped a line up there. It will be like sweeping this high, came back, going up. This will be a valid trade towards this. It depends how the price reacts and the character changes, but this is how I expect. The reason is that in 5 minutes we are bullish. We got a trade from here to here, never mind from where the market goes. But in 15 minutes, what we are expecting, we are in a bearish trend. So that's how we draw a fib and see where the price is reacting. It's already in a golden zone. Today it touched the 0.6 and it is reacting. It didn't react in the 0.5, so it's okay. We are taking out this 0.5. The market is in 0.6 in a golden zone. We were having a 15-minute fair value gap here also. But that's not a good fair value gap because it was a small one, so I don't use to trade in this kind of fair value gaps, even though it didn't react. So I will delete this one. Then where is our imbalance? I need an imbalance to short the market. Okay, so I went to 5 minute, and again I was looking here. I got a good fair value gap. I got a good FVG bearish. So that's why I was telling this is the liquid area. Even though it is a 0.706 area, the market will be liquidating here, and from there it will be eventually dropping. Maybe I'm not telling it will be dropping, but eventually I'm expecting a drop from here. The put side, if it is gap down, we can buy from here to here. Okay, so that is our plan. So this one will be dropping like this. It's the valid point. The price will be reacting, and eventually it will, what happen is that it will close sweeping and close below this range, will give us a good trade. This is our setup. Okay, the price will be reacting here. It will be reacting like this, and it will be coming down. Majority of the people will be thinking, yeah, the market is going down. If it is going down, it should break this low, even though it can see this liquid and go up. But that doesn't mean our plan is changed. We will be waiting. If it is creating a drop, eventually the majority of the people will be thinking the market is going down. So the liquidity is over here. The market will be shooting upside to maybe this 0.786 will be reacting. 0.786 and closing below in 5 minutes or 15 minutes. Even this thing is be having a 15 minutes also. It's a big fair value gap. So we'll be looking on that later. If, in this 5 minute, if we are getting a closed down like this with an imbalance over here, we need another imbalance over here in the 5 minutes or 1 minute. Then we'll see how to trade this setup. I'm not anticipating like the market structures. If we are getting a close down with an inversion FVG or something over here also, we'll be trading. Okay, so this is our setup. Maybe I'll be exiting over here because this itself I am happy. See, 800 points, because this is a recent liquid area. From here, if the market is shooting, this area will be reacting. After this area will be reacting, we don't know. After sweeping this area, market can goes like this. I'm not telling the market will be just going and coming down. So the recent liquid area will be our target, and the recent liquid area will be our area of entry. So this is how my plan for tomorrow. Normally I don't used to trade in Nifty, but once I start trading, I'll be posting that video also. Okay, so this is my plan. So I will show you. Yeah, I was expecting like this a structure, but I didn't get. Anyway, it's okay. Yeah, this was our call setup in which I posted in the front page the market to react like this and goes. But it from here, the inversion FEG we got, but in another inversion only we took the trade. We didn't get any green candle, so we didn't took any trades. Yeah, this was the trade. in which I posted. This was good. Oh, this was NTPC. One of the guy who asked whether the NTPC will be going for 400. He bought at 400 from here range. He bought at 400 and the price eventually dropped to this one. But this is an one-day order block. We got a reaction. So the NTPC, the SL can be 300 or 305, depends upon the market. But it will take time to reach 400. The fall, like falling, the market won't go up. So we'll be having a major resistance or liquid area 344.85 in the NTPC. After that, the market will be eventually moving. It is a good stock for long term. So this is my another 5-minute trade for the market to reach over here. I was expecting like this structure, but eventually here the 0.3, it reacted from 0.3 towards 40,335 and above. It was in the manipulation time, and in the London session only it moved upwards. It was a good trade. Okay, so that was my plan. I am expecting like that. Okay, so it was a good trade. I didn't do much trade. It was a good trade. I got some good decent profit today in the month starting. This is my first trade. Okay, so I hope we will see tomorrow. Okay, thank you.